This is Arthuss, and today I want to share my thoughts on some of the internet gold farms related to the auction house that you're gonna find on the internet, pretty much. And the first thing is that 90% of those farms that you're gonna find are already busted on your server if you're playing on a high pop, because let's be honest, like everyone is looking after gold these days. There's always like a couple thousand or a couple hundred people that on their server that are gonna like farm gold like crazy. And by any means, I'm blaming any of the YouTubers and people that share their gold farms. It's just fine that people share their farms and their ways to make gold. That is just okay. Don't get me wrong. The thing is that if like one people saw a video talking about Cinderbloom, and let's say Cinderbloom farming is giving him like 30k an hour on his server, he's gonna farm that like crazy, and the chances are he's only gonna farm for Cinderbloom for like a good amount of time until that stops giving him the 30k he's already getting. And people who makes researches are gonna find that video, or are gonna just like by using add-ons are gonna look on the auction house and they're gonna see like, oh, Cinderbloom is really worth farming at the moment. So they're also gonna start farming that, and then the amount that people are gonna sell per day on Cinderbloom is gonna fall, and then that people is gonna get frustrated. The people that are farming Cinderbloom are getting frustrated, and they might even be upset with the guy that made the video. So yeah, don't blame these people. They're just sharing their methods, and if you haven't found out what they're doing to farm gold, that's your fault because you haven't researched good enough, or you haven't researched inside the game to find those stuff. And that's the best tip I can give you, is to study your auction house, your server's auction house, and see what is selling the most and what has a good price to sell and what is worth farming. Just like, let's say, I've watched a lot of Student Albatross videos because he makes really good videos about gold farming, and he even says like, okay guys, I'm gonna share one of my farms, and I'm sorry if I'm like fucking up someone's farm. And you know, he shared really good videos about gold making. And the thing is, when one people is doing it, can already like make some kind of a havoc in the server. But when like 10 people start farming the same stuff and they start using add-ons and stuff, the price on the stuff is gonna drop for pretty much every person, because they're trying to sell, and the add-ons are undercutting every time. So I mean, don't be dependent on the content that you're gonna find on the internet to farm gold. They can help you, yes, they're gonna help you. They're a really good source of gold making. They can give you really good ideas of what to farm, but don't be dependent on them. Make your own gold farm planning if you're using the auction house. This is pretty much specific for the auction house, because you can't pretty much, not specific to the auction house, but with the gold you're gonna get from other people. Because if you're making raw gold and shuffles, that doesn't really matter, you know, unless they nerf that farm. That's the only thing that can happen. But besides that, make sure to make your own planning of how to farm gold. You know, if you haven't watched my video about how to make gold with the auction house, you should watch it and make your own auction house planning, because that's pretty much the best way. I'm not saying, of course, on your plan you might have stuff that you're gonna find on the other people's videos, so make sure to do your research, watch the videos, see what people are selling, and then research on your own server's auction house. That's the best way you can see and find the best way to make gold with it, what to sell. You know, that's pretty much what I mean. Don't be dependent on the videos, on the things that you're gonna find on the internet, but use those and use your own research to make the best out of it, you know. Today's a little bit shorter video because I've been going through a lot on real life these days, and that's pretty much all of it I have for you today. luckily on the next week we'll have something a little bit longer video, something a little bit better. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.